Hi folks, hello and welcome back to another video right here on the channel. So Melody, it's time for another board game review.
Woo!
Or card game to be more precise, or to be even more precise than that, living card game, okay? So folks, this is Marvel Champions, the card game by Fantasy Flight Games. Okay, so before we start, I'm just going to explain what a living card game is. A living card game, the same brands for this company have the Lord of the Rings and they have Arkham Horror. Okay, so a living card game, Mel, is a game where the company releases different packs and you know exactly what you're buying in the pack.
Yeah.
Compared to a collectible card game, something like a Magic the Gathering, where you're buying blind.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, folks, so if you're remotely interested in this, it will cost money. There are expansion packs to buy. Please just be aware of that. The footage and the coverage you've seen of it, you can play this out of the box and never need to play again. But inevitably, I'll be honest with you folks, when I first bought this, I had to buy the Captain America expansion, which is only 15 quid, but that's by the by. Don't think, you're going to come into it and get like a million Marvel characters, because, you know, the fact it's got Iron Man in there. Anyway, guess who's never going to use him. So folks, yeah, so this is Marvel Champions, the card game, okay? It says battle as your favourite heroes in a cooperative card game for 1 to 4 players. So straight off the box here, we know it's got a solo mode, Mel.
Yeah. Where
you can play the game on your own to either learn the game, or maybe your mates just can't get round that evening or something, or maybe your other half is busy and you want a game. So 1, 2, 3 or 4 players. I believe it actually scales well to all of them. Okay, there's a mechanism in it, which I will explain later on, that does it. Okay, so like I say guys, it's an LCG. The box art is just the same all the way around. It's just like Marvel and Marvel characters. And I shall don the funky specs and read you a little intro. Okay, so it says Marvel Champions, the card game, rise to the challenge. It says Marvel Champions, the card game, is a cooperative living card game that invites you to embody the world's most iconic heroes. This core set allows up to 4 players to combine their efforts and thwart the twisted schemes of 3 different villains. Discover extraordinary powers, battle the forces of evil, and experience the Marvel Universe like never before. As a living card game, new heroes are released regularly, along with new villains, challenges, and adventures to test these champions. So on the back of the box, guys, just shows what we're talking about there. Doing my best to avoid the glare. And it says, Mel, includes 5 heroes. So in the box, we get Spider-Man, She-Hulk, Captain Marvel, Iron Man, and Black Panther. There's a list of contents. I'm not going to bore you with them because we are going to go through those as we go along, okay? So it says, the one 14 plus, not really sure why it says 14 plus, it's a card game, but by the by, 1 to 4 players, 45 to 90 minutes. Now I take no notice of the 45 to 90 minutes because we're going to open this and we're going to play it, and it's going to take us longer than that, because by the time you learn the rules and whatever. Okay guys, so here we go. Try not to cut everybody. I pick this knife up and everybody moves back. Just ask Dave the Reptile Man, he'll tell you. So straight away guys, let me know below who your favourite characters are. Does anybody want to make a case for Iron Man? I'm not really going to listen, but it'd be nice if you made one. What are your favourite heroes? Are you a DC fan? Are you like me? I go between the two, Marvel and DC, being a big like Harley Quinn, Joker, Batman fan as well. But anyway, I do like a little bit of Marvel. So Mel, should we have a look what's in the box?
Yes.
Let's go for it then. Okay, open it up, he says. I love these new boxes. There we go. Right, okay, so that's out the way there. So straight away, we get a learn to play guide, if you want to show that to the folks.
Your favourite character on the front?
Yeah. Okay, just turn it round for me, please.
A quick reference.
Yeah, there's a reference guide on the back, which, as everybody now knows, I absolutely love, don't I?
Yeah.
Okay, do you want a quick flick through the book there? Because you're not really a massive gamer, are you? So give your impressions to the folks of what you think of the book. I've seen hundreds of these Fantasy Flight books.
Looks really good. Great artwork.
Examples, stuff like that.
It goes really into depth and tells you all about what each card does and... Yeah.
So you'd be happy with that if I give you that tonight to play with Ben? You could say you'd have a look at it, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we've got the now familiar Fantasy Flight rules reference. All we do with these folks is there's an index on the back, and because of the nature of the game, there's like certain special rules on the cards.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever the special rule might be, you have a look at the index at the back, you find it and clarify it. Most of these games, once you get going, are normally self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go for a pack of tokens. Oh my word, there's a pack of tokens there. Okay, so just keep this side held up for me for a minute. So what this is, guys, is the bad guy, the villain, has like a counter for his life, and the good guys have counters as well for your life. Okay, so that is what that is. If you spin it over for me. Thank you. So we just see numerous tokens. We have like scheme tokens, and we have like various life tokens. So as you're putting damage onto different characters, not just the villain himself, the villain brings out like henchmen and stuff like that. So yeah, anything that requires numbers, or if you have resources, any sort of stuff like that, that's what you generally have that for. These we found before, and we call these buttons, don't we?
Buttons.
Okay. We have a little pack of cards here, and you see that says tough there, and it says stunned there. Now what I really like about these is, these are status cards. So if, like, say the villain does something to you that stuns you, you put this in front of you and it actually says on the card, stunned. The next time this character would attack, discard this status card instead. So it's on there to remind you. It's not just one of these that just sticks a token. You're like, oh God, what does that token mean?
Yeah.
When you're stuck with like a pile of 1,000 cards, you know. So yeah, there's stunned, there's tough. I'm just going to get a couple of these out to show you guys, because I am really just want to show the folks those ones. I just
stunned.
You got confused. And there's one with tough there as well. Okay, so I say, hopefully, you know, you just get like a little idea of these. As the games go on with these LCGs, like Fantasy Flight tend to do this, and it's like, I think they've learned almost from previous mistakes. So each iteration of these new games tends to have these little player aids.
Yeah.
And they're fantastic, honest to God, they really are, you know. And also, if you had a few drinks if you're playing as well, do you know what I mean? It's easy enough to forget what's moved and what hasn't, or, you know, in the heat of things. Okay, and I immediately see 5 packs of cards. Okay, so what I'm going to do with these guys, we haven't played any of the baddies, or obviously we haven't played it because we just opened it, so I don't really want to have a look at this. I don't want to spoil it. And what I will do is I'm going to ask Mel to just show you the card so you have a little look at the artwork. This one is the Rhino starter pack. He's the first baddie in the box. Okay, and then we have Captain Marvel. Okay, there is another one of Rhino. Just turn it around for me, please, and show the blue side. The back.
Ah, yeah, the player phase reference.
Yeah, so you've actually got this. There's a couple of these in here. These are double-sided. So the blue one is what the players can do.
Yeah.
And then you flip it over for what the villain does, which is nice. You know, again, if you like myself, I've played, I don't know how many games I've played, do you know what I mean, over the years, and it's hard to remember separate rules, but you also think, if we were playing a game last night, you think, oh no, you can't do that because that's the rule for such and such. Okay, you want to show that one? That's
Spider-Man.
Friendly neighbourhood Spider-Man, and we've got Jennifer Walters' card, also known as She-Hulk, in there. Okay, so what all these are, guys, are just a set of decks. So I say there's 5 heroes in there. Mentioned them at the top of the video before there. And they all come with like their own decks. Now what you can do is you can mix and match the decks. Each character I think can have a deck of between 50 and 60 cards to play through.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, with these kind of games, you know what a deck builder is, don't you?
Yeah.
You start off with some cards and you get better ones.
Yeah.
So the mechanic of this one's really easy, guys. If I'm playing, say, Captain America, and I'm playing now against, say, Rhino, so what I'd do, I'd have my deck of cards already pre-done. Okay, so I draw 5 cards.
Yeah.
Now, what I love about this one is on the actual cards, I'm seeing if there's... no, it doesn't appear to be one I can actually show you for the example. But basically, it's like little symbols in the bottom corner. Now, what they are, they act as your currency.
Right, okay.
So if you have a card that says, I don't know, say Ant-Man, it costs 4 to bring out. Now, the mechanic of this is you can turn around and you can discard 4 of your cards because they've got like little pips on, like little symbols on. So you can, in your turn, you can say, I want that Ant-Man card. He's going to cost me 4. So you're going to discard 4 of these cards using the symbols to buy Ant-Man. Put him into play. Do what he does. Yeah. Like that. So you do your various things. It's a case of just getting cards and comboing them. So it's a case of like one card will do something. You might be able... Because the characters, you can basically have the 3 stats. You thwart, you attack, or you defend. So when you thwart, the villain he's doing two things. You've got to try and defeat the villain,
Yeah.
or you've got to stop his schemes. Okay, so what he's doing is he's got these schemes to take over the world or do whatever he's doing. I think the first one is Rhino's trying to attack the shield base or something like that. Now, what actually happens is beginning of every turn, he's putting like a token on those. So it takes, say, 6 tokens, and then he's going to turn over and his scheme's going to progress.
Yeah.
If he gets through that again, the game's over because he's done his scheme. So what you're doing is it's basically hand management. You're thinking, well, I've got to beat him up. I've got to stop him.
Yeah.
I've got to defeat him, but I've also got to defeat the schemes he's doing. So he's pulling henchmen out every other turn.
Yeah.
Now, so he's henchmen attacking you. So you've now got a decision. You're thinking, well, his scheme is getting higher and we're going to lose the game.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to deal with that. But then you're thinking, well, I've got to beat him.
Yeah.
And I've got to stop these guys from hitting me. But the real neat thing about this is, as you superhero fans know, his superheroes have alter egos, Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Steve Rogers, Captain America, like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So what you can actually do is, as part of your turn, you can actually flick the card over and become Peter Parker. So as your alter ego, you recover health points. So you might have been hurt the previous round, but you can come back as Peter Parker.
Cool.
But the caveat to that, folks, is that when your alter ego, the villain, he can't attack you. But what he will do is he'll carry on working on his scheme and getting that further down the line because you're not there to fight him. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So that's basically, it goes to and fro. You have like, you play a turn, your villain turn, you play a turn, your villain turn, and so on. In your deck, you can pull things out to kind of give you little bonuses and all that type of stuff, and it just gets more complicated. You get Rhino, and there are, I can't even remember what the baddies are to tell you they are on the back. I don't think it does, it just says the heroes, doesn't it? And the villain, no. I think Claw's in there, and I think Ultron as well, maybe. But by the by, so you've got 3 separate villains to basically work your way through there, and it just goes on like that. Like I say, there's different packs available. I mean, this game's been out a couple of years now. You pick your favourite. Like, I said to you, didn't I? I've got to have Captain America. I don't care what it is. A time record, and I've ordered Valkyrie. I've ordered the Hulk and Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
So if folks are interested and you like to see more, let us know. We might do a little gameplay, and I might certainly open the expansion packs and show you. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. I thank you for your time. If you're new here, if you manage to stumble across us via Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube search engine, algorithms, hopefully word of mouth, hit that subscribe button, ding that little bell, share, leave a like, and what do we want them to do more importantly than all that, Mel?
Leave a comment below.
Leave a comment below. Say hello. Let us know. Do you collect these things? LCGs, CCGs, ABCs? Do you collect any of them? Okay. What did you think of the review? Is this something you'd like to play? Okay, guys. Until next time, Melody, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.
See you later.